Unforgiving Shadows, a Brad Frame mystery. Written by Ray Flynt. Narrated by the author. Dedication. For Rebecca. Chapter 1. In 90 minutes, Wilkie would die. Brad Frame's leg muscles ached as he stepped from the car onto the gravel driveway. He needed to stretch after the 4-hour drive from Philadelphia, so he placed his hands against the car's body and braced his legs on the solid ground until he felt his hamstring go taut. After a moment, the warmth he had retained from the heated leather seats of the Mercedes quickly dissipated into the brisk March night. He zipped up his parka, exhaled, and watched as his breath, visible in the sodium vapor lights at the perimeter of the prison, wafted slowly into space. Standing by the open car door, his gaze moved outward from the floodlit stone walls to the grays of distant hills, silhouetted against a black sky. It all seemed so peaceful until the rising chants of nearby demonstrators, with their conflicting death penalty messages, reminded him why he stood next to his car on a godforsaken spot in the middle of Pennsylvania. A few minutes earlier, as his car approached the base of the hill on which the prison stood, anti-death penalty protesters had rushed him. They leered at him with angry faces, shaking their hand-painted signs in an unreadable blur, and pounded the windows while shouting obscenities. Their fury surprised and angered him, and he stared back at them in disbelief. He couldn't understand how they could embrace the life of a man who had brought so much pain and suffering to his family. Brad felt his heart racing and his jaw tighten. Words took shape in his mind. "Do you know what this man did to my family?" Before he could shout back, the state police had cleared the roadway, and Brad continued his journey up the hill. Brad glanced at his watch. Almost 10 p.m. He slammed the car door and reminded himself that it wasn't too late to back out. Frank Wilkie had invited him to the Rockview Correctional Facility for the execution. Wilkie, who, 11 years earlier, had kidnapped his mother and sister from their mainline home in Philadelphia. A week after the kidnapping, they were found brutally murdered. Brad zapped the remote to lock his car, then turned toward the chain-link fence. Approaching the gate of the death house, located on the grounds of the prison in a former field hospital, Brad stared up at the V-shaped brackets at the top, connected by barbed wire into which coils of razor wire had been cradled. Wicked-looking stuff. The guards must have seen him.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?